Hi, I am Sandy with Menchie Music and Northeastern Music Programs. Congratulations on your decision to choose a cello. That is actually my instrument, and it's the best instrument because we get to sit down to play it, which is really awesome. But today I'm going to show you how to get started by taking your instrument out of the case. First of all, I have it sitting right in front of me. It comes in a padded bag. One side usually has a zipper. The other side will have a shorter zipper usually. Now there are some variations with different cases. And this case in particular has the bow pocket right here. Some cases will have it either on this side or this side. So it will be somewhere on the top of the instrument. So when we first take out the instrument, even though you may not use your bow right away, it's good to take the bow out of the bag so that when you take the bag off and you set the bag down, the bow doesn't get bent, broken, any of those bad things. So I'm going to take out the bow and I'm going to set it right next to me for right now. Then the trick that nobody ever teaches anybody anymore to get a cello out of the bag, the easiest way is first you're going to go down, reach the bottom of the zipper and pull it up till it's open the whole way. Now some bags will have the zipper go the whole way around the top, but I like to stop here because the top of the cello acts almost like a clothes hanger, and so it helps make it easier to get it on and off. I'm going to turn it facing me sideways, and then I'm going to use my knees to hold onto the instrument and take the top of the bag off. I'm going to slide it out a little, lift it up, and just take it right off the top. That is the easiest way to get the instrument out of the bag. You'll see people lay it down flat and just struggle with it, but it can be very easy just by doing it like that. Now that I have my instrument out and I have my bow out, we can take a look in the bag. They have different pockets, so inside here is rosin, which we'll need for our bow. Right here. And then in the back, one thing that cellists need, and bass players too, is a rock stop. So this rock stop we'll use on certain floor surfaces, and we put our end pin in here to keep the instrument from sliding away. So that's how to take the instrument out. Now, after you're done practicing, we want to put it back in the case to keep it safe from siblings, pets, even parents sometimes. So we want to make sure we put it back. Oh, and when we have the instrument out, the safest way to set your instrument on the floor is on the side like this. That way if somebody knocks it, it will only roll. It may move the bridge a little, but it hopefully won't break anything by doing it this way. We never want to leave it like this. Sometimes you'll see that in orchestra. It's not safe to lay it flat because someone could fall and then crush the whole top of the instrument. So the safest way is on its side. That's the strongest way it's sitting too. So now to put it back, I am going to hold it the same way I did before. I use my knees to hold it, and I'm going to keep my right hand on the neck here to hang on to it from falling too. And then I'm going to take the bag, hook it over the scroll, and then pull it across the instrument, just like that. Now you want to make sure too that the bow is always on the top of the instrument where the fingerboard and the bridge is. If you put it on backwards, it's very difficult to close. So we don't want to do that. We want to make sure we get it on the right way, the right direction. So you'll see this way, it just doesn't work very well because we have the bulge in the back. So I'm going to turn it back around the right way. And I'm going to zip it back up. And then you don't want to forget this side either. Oh, I didn't undo that side too much. But if you do loosen this side, make sure you close it up. The end pin will stick out of the bag, just like that. So if you have your zippers not completely closed, it could slide out. So we want to make sure that it's closed up until the end pin. And that's how and we don't want to forget our bow. And you can just take the tip and point it down. Now this bow has a bag on it. If I take it out of the bag, we want to make sure that we don't touch the hair with our fingers. You can touch the wood or in this case, fiberglass, the black part, but we don't want to touch the hair. The oils from our fingers get on the hair, and then it doesn't vibrate the strings as well later on. When you're actually playing, you'll tighten it up when you're practicing, and we'll go into more detail about that later. When we're finished, we always want to make sure that we loosen the hair, and it doesn't have to be really floppy, just loose enough that no tension is on it. And then I'm going to put it back in here, and you can put the tip in first, push it in the whole way, and then zip it up. Now your cello is packed up and safe to store. Again, when you're storing it, best way is on its side like that. Now at home, if you have a corner that you can tuck it in safely and it's not gonna fall anywhere, you can do that. But again, it's always the safest on the floor on its side.